It's preparing.
I love lives.
It's preparing. Oh my gosh, now they can see us.
Hey.
Hello, everybody. Hi, Danielle.
Hey, Camera, how you doing?
I am doing great. Let me mute this audio over here. Okay, so first of all, everybody who is watching, you are in for a treat. Danielle and I, we have been connected for about 3 to 4 years now. And when I tell you she is a beast when it comes to the PR industry, just as an influencer, when I say she gets it, she has worked with some high class celebrities. You know, the Trap Museum. She's also worked with T.I. I mean, she's in there. She has also lived in the DMV area, New York, and now she has her entertainment company that is based in Atlanta. So without further ado, I'm gonna let everybody give some virtual claps because we definitely have a star in the building. But today we're gonna talk about the natural hair show that you attended. So the Taliah Waajid, did I say that correct?
Yes, ma'am. Taliah Waajid, Taliah Waajid. I've heard both.
Okay, well, she has a World Natural Hair Healthy Lifestyle event. This is a 2-day event. Reed Limited Entertainment, you all attended April 23rd and April 24th.
Yes,
Let me give you a
ma'am.
little background about the hair show. So it is for curly girls, salon owners, product junkies, family stylists, barbers, you name it. I got that from her website. Danielle was hired for this event. I mean, this is an event that people like, they save all year to go. You have to tell us, how did you get hired to cover this event?
Woo! Thank you so much for that introduction. This was an event that came out of nowhere for me. I actually, have not had a chance to attend a Taliah Waajid World Natural Hair Show event. So this was my first time. It was very exciting. The great story behind how we ended up Reed Limited Entertainment working with the Taliah Waajid brand and the World Natural Hair Show is through our clients. Reed Limited Entertainment is a public relations agency. And so everything that I do is about, like you said, networking. Networking with our clients, networking with other businesses, networking with our followers on social media, and again, extending help and assistance when necessary. I've, over the last 8 years, developed a brand and a reputation as a social media manager, primarily working for big TV networks and media outlets because of my background as a journalist and as a TV producer and writer. I also do social media full time. I've done it for nonprofits, corporations, and for entertainment brands, like you mentioned, the Trap Music Museum, which is here in Atlanta, which is where I'm from. So we actually have as a client currently an amazing woman by the name of Alicia Reese. If you Google Alicia Reese, it's ALECHIA Alicia Reese. She is a titan also in the media and entertainment space, not only as a serial entrepreneur herself, she actually used to be a publicist. She did PR for Soledad O'Brien, as well as Zendaya, working on her very first clothing line. So Alicia brings a lot of experience to the table. And she actually called me, I'll never forget, out of the blue one night and told me that she had a really big opportunity that she just wanted to share. And that's how she introduced me to the hair show. Now, also, Alicia does event production. She has media personality experience. She's a host. She's hosted Jazz in the Garden in Miami. She does amazing work with events. So this year, she was actually the 23rd annual World Natural Hair Show director. She directed the show. So as the show's director, they were looking for PR as well as social media. And so we pitched ourselves to do both and ultimately settled on social media. And so we were entrusted with managing the Instagram and the Facebook for @NaturalHairShow. And I'm happy to report that we grew the platforms amazingly. The Instagram grew by over I think we have 1,800 organic followers at this point. It's still going up. And so I'm just very proud of the work and the time that we put into it. We also were hired to do some on the ground coverage as well at the event, going live, covering events, and making sure we got all the shots that they needed of their panelists and of their speakers. We also were asked to produce 10 Instagram live interviews leading up to the show. So because I have a background as, again, a journalist, as a media personality, we also produced about 8 Instagram live interviews. You saw that there was a huge Instagram live with Yandy Smith and Taliah Waajid, who is the CEO of the Taliah Waajid brand, which is, again, a global brand, a nationwide brand, one of the very first natural hair care brands to go to market, which I learned. So Instagram live interviews with hair influencers, celebrity barbers, celebrity lock stylists. I had a chance to go live with Ms. Lady Locks, who actually was responsible for doing the hairstyle for Pinky Cole, the founder of Slutty Vegan, for the Essence cover with her and her husband. So
Danielle, you doing it big, okay? Because
thank you.
See this, they are going to say, listen, I want her to manage my social media account. And as we know, in this virtual world, there have been multiple people. If you even look like you are good with the phone, they say, can you do my social media work? But what sets you apart is one of the things that I want to point out to our audience and the people who watch this. And a lot of our people, they are entrepreneurs, brand influencers, and they can also reach out to you for strategy sessions. She said organic growth. So you taking a platform, you taking a platform and you saying, hey, listen, these are the goals. This is how we need to hit our target. That goes into the strategy. I want to ask you about this. You talked about on the ground coverage. I know that there were like panel luncheons. They even had a nursing room, which I think was amazing and very inclusive for the moms in there. You know, celebrating the man, the barber battle. How were you all able to cover so many different areas that was going on at the same time?
That's a great question. And I do have to give it to my team. We did bring a team to the show for Read Limited Entertainment, some of our social media consultants, as well as one of my new executive assistants. So we did have a team of about 5. I also hired a photographer. Shout out to AJ at Sneezed. I'm gonna get his at Sneed. I'm gonna shout him out. Okay. If you need an Atlanta photographer, use him. He is so reliable. But AJ, I've been working with AJ as my photographer. He did my birthday photo shoot, the black and white photos that you see on our website at www.readlimitedent.com. I hired him to cover us on the ground. So you will see more photos of us working the event as well, because the tough part about being a social media manager is that people don't think it's work. Yeah. People don't think we actually work, but it's really a combination of being a multimedia journalist. You have to, on the fly, get videos, get photos while things are happening, moving, people are moving. You also still have to make sure you write down what's happening and get the handles to tag the people who were involved, so you can get that social media engagement later once you post it. So we definitely did have to spread out. We did have constant communication using a group me. I did bring portable chargers to make sure our phones were juiced up. Phones still died regardless, but we were making sure that we were ready and prepared to cover an event like this. And I actually had to break it down to my team. Like, in order to prepare to cover an event via social media, you have to think about a lot of things ahead of time. You need to first clear space in your phone. You're going to be taking hundreds of new photos and videos. So you need space. If you don't have any space in your phone, you can't cover an event. You're going to have no storage. You're going to run out. You're going to have to start deleting stuff. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be stressful. So you need space. You also need, again, a battery backup charger, some kind of portable charger. And then you also need a good attitude, a good night's rest, because you're going to be interacting with a lot of people. And so we found that, talking to a lot of people, taking pictures of a lot of people, it can be tiring a little, but you also want to just bring a good attitude, bring a good smile, and then also just make sure you're in constant communication with your team. there were times where we felt like we might have missed something. But thank God I had a friend, shout out to my friend Ramatu. She came down to Atlanta from Chicago to attend the natural hair show. And she actually got a lot of the shots that we needed, from yoga on the lawn, which kicked off the day one, to some of the hair braiding competitions. There were 2 different hair braiding competitions on day 1 and day 2. I also had my photographer cover a lot of the events as well. So thank God I had a team that day for those 2 days. And then now you'll be able to see on social media us rolling out that content to share.
Well, I'll tell you this, I really liked how you talked about your systems, because a lot of people, when they hire somebody, they basically say they don't have a system, they don't know where to start, and they hire you to be a solutionist. So that's what you do. At the hair show, it was just amazing. And when I say I was only able to see photos, but to just see the, different shades of melanin going in there saying, hey, here's my hair, this is who I am. And then, like you said, as you are speaking to people, you never know who's your next client.
Absolutely.
You really don't. And that could be the day you only got 2 hours of sleep, you're irritable. But I really like how you said, listen, keep a positive attitude, because it will take you far. Now, I want to ask you about this. They had a really special section that I read about, and it was the kids' corner. So what was it like to see that in person? Because I was just like, oh my gosh, this is perfect for a parent.
Yes, I mean, the event was really a family event, to be quite honest. I actually believe I heard a radio ad here in Atlanta on V103. V103 was there. They had a tent, they had a booth. I think kids 12 and under were free. So it was great to see some kids out there. They were dancing to the music. The kids' corner was towards the back. And so they did have a huge inflatable slide. That looked fun. They also had a bouncy house. And then they also had some places where they could play with balls on the ground and all the kinds of stuff. I did see some kids over there. But then on day 2, there were a lot of kids in the men's den, because the men's den, which was sponsored by Uncle Jimmy's products, for men, beard stuff, beard oil, all kind of great stuff for men. They had the basketball hoop shot thing. So there were some basketball games. And then they also had a live chess board in the middle of the men's den. So I feel about day 2, the kids were over there because they were throwing the basketballs. I think I got hit in the head a couple of times, and then playing around.
That comes with the territory, girl. 4 years old. No.
Had to get in there to cover the men's panel, which I will have to say was a huge highlight. Definitely go watch the men's panel. I got the first 30 minutes. We went live at Natural Hair Show on Instagram. It was an amazing panel full of Black men talking about being Black men, talking about being entrepreneurs, being business owners, the challenges that they face, the things that they struggle with, some of the solutions they found. And there are men from all kinds of walk of life, from teachers and graphic designers and interior designers and educators and entrepreneurs. So that was actually the highlight for me, was the men's panel.
Yeah, I know we have, well, I'll say we, I think, as African Americans, there has been a lot of talk about Black men and their mental health. We see that women, they go out, and again, we're more social. That's just how we were created. So we'll cry to our friends and say, hey, this is what's going on, let it all out. Men, as we know, are a little bit different. And I think to have that at a hair show and to promote, say, hey, even if, you want to wear your hair differently, that is not the norm. That's okay. You're still invited. I really like to see that inclusivity. Now, before you get out of here, because let me tell you something, Danielle Reed is a very busy woman, but
okay, let them know.
you are busy and booked for a good reason. You have to tell us, if other businesses want to hire you, which they are, how can they reach out to you? And what is your ideal client? Some people will say, hey, if you want immediate results in 13 minutes, this is not it. But if you're ready to put in the work and take these strategies that I have for you, then we'll be a good fit. So tell us, how can people work with you?
Yes. Okay, please. First, follow Read Limited ENT on Instagram and follow me at Danielle S. Reed on Instagram. And you can go to our website directly. You want to book a consultation. So we do have some steps specifically for our agency in order to work with us. You first have to book a consultation. We do charge $150 for our consultation fee, and that gives you 45 minutes of time with me and my team to tell us anything you need to tell us about the accounts you want managed, or for PR. We are a public relations agency, and if you don't know what PR is basically giving a brand, a person, or a company public awareness and increased public exposure via mediums of written articles, live interviews, television interviews, news interviews, radio interviews, digital online interviews, or any other kind of public facing recognition by a media outlet or any entity about your brand or company. So if you're looking for that, we also provide that service for people. Book a consultation though, because that is the best way to get started working with us. Even if you know you might not be ready for services to start this month immediately, we can have a consultation with you and hear what we need to know so that we can provide you with a proposal. That's step 2. Everyone that has a consultation and pays for one will receive a proposal with a strategy, because everyone's brand is different. We work with Black women, Black owned businesses, but we've also, again, been hired for larger businesses, and also the everyday author or the everyday teacher who just started a business and wants to brand their business via social media or Twitter or LinkedIn. So we do manage accounts for Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook. And again, we provide a la carte and larger press and publicity packages, but you've got to book a consultation. Once you do that, then you'll be guaranteed to get all the information you need. You'll also see an example contract that we will send to you, as well as our price list. None of our prices are listed, and that's just due to the industry. A lot of publicists and PR agencies, really agencies in general, don't post their prices and quotes because projects differ based on size, time length,
amount of time,
and what you're even looking for. So we do specialize in representing entertainment brands. So if you are a comedian, if you are a singer, an artist, a rapper, a musician, I actually have a background as a talent manager. That's why I have a love of getting really into music artist pages and making sure they're growing and branding that the way that they want to. That's why I also have a love of representing folks who are on television, actors, models, even dancers. Shout out to the new Watch Out for the Big Girls Lizzo show, because again, it's showing dancers in a different light. Now dancers have an opportunity to have a big name, a big following, a big influence, and can get brand sponsorships in ways they never were able to before. We also work with TikTok, and we can help you create Instagram Reels as well. So you first got to book a consultation. The link is in the link on my bio in my Instagram, but it's also at www.reedlimitedent.com. It's reedlimitedent.com, which is Reed Limited Entertainment. So if you hit the contact button or services button, you will also be able to book a consultation.
Listen, I'm going to tell y'all this. If y'all also want to hire Danielle Reed as your spokesperson for your next event, go ahead and
period.
Because she just, listen, I'm up here, my wheels are turning for you. Now, I'll say this. I know I said last thing, but what can people expect in short before you get out of here? What can people expect in working with you? Give me 3 words.
Hands-on.
Yes.
Dedicated, because we meet with our clients weekly, once a week.
That's amazing.
So, sometimes that's too much for clients. Like, I have clients, as they get bigger, they're super busy.
Yeah.
One thing that's really important, and one thing we hit home, is you can't be too busy to manage your own social media. We do make sure that our clients get a look through and review and approve posts before they get posted because again, you're hiring me, you're hiring us to work for you and to present your brand the way that you want it to. So we do want to make sure there's checks and balances. We don't just take your account and run with it and then you never see what we did ever again. So once a week consultations, we're very dedicated. And 3, creative. I like to think outside of the box. I like to put things on our clients' pages that weren't there before. We might encourage you to do an Instagram live. We might tell you to go live. We might encourage you to make a reel doing something that you never would have thought of. We're going to think outside of the box for you because we want to make sure that the followers that you have are seeing something new, fresh, and something that's also genuine and authentic to your brand or your business or your service. So it's really tough to work with folks who don't want to listen because also we're a consulting company.
Yeah.
So, we can only do it if we have the tools. And I will say this, we do create content, but we don't create all of it. If you come to work with us and you need to work with us, you do need photos, you need videos, you need something that we can work with. We can create graphics and things like that, but sometimes it's tough. We have to explain to clients, we can't do it all. It's tough to say, I have absolutely nothing to show for this business, but give me everything. Give me the world. Create a page and make it just immaculate when we don't have any photos, graphics, logos, videos.
Shout out that photographer one more time.
AJ, let me find his at. It's at Sneed. Sneed shot me. Let me double check.
Because, and I'll also tell you this while she's looking it up. I will definitely say, if you need a representative, you need a press release. Danielle Reed, owner of Reed Limited Entertainment. She is very, very punctual, seriously. She gets back with me as I have known her, just representing not just social media accounts, but she knows how to keep really good relationships. So I encourage y'all, work with her.
Thank you.
Because, she knows what she's doing.
Thank you. Girl, I literally have a post up right now, so I can't log out.
It's okay.
It's the life of a social media manager, as you understand.
No, it is okay. So this is what we're going to do. This actual video will be up. Reed Entertainment has an article coming out about the hair show that she attended, and that will be released. But Danielle, before we get out of here, is there anything else that you would like to say to everybody?
Yes. I mean, I really just want to highlight the fact that you have a video about fasting up on your YouTube channel. And if you go to my YouTube channel, which is Reed TV, REED TV, my last video is also a video about my fast.
Wow.
And I do want to talk about my 21-day Daniel's fast. It really kickstarted all of the amazing and beautiful momentum for my business this year. Like, I literally had 0 clients when I was on my fast, maybe one. I had one client right before I started my fast. And by the time it was over, I think we had a total of 10 clients.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we've gone from 0 to 100 really quick, but I've been running this business for over 5 years. Wow. So doing it, in the way that I'm doing it this year is making me super proud. Hiring a team has been, again, a dream of mine for years. And so we're finally at that point. But I also want to say this, I'm hiring. Reed Limited Entertainment is hiring. I'm hiring for multiple positions. I need a videographer. I need a video editor. I need social media consultants, and I need PR consultants. So if you are a social media manager and you're looking for a part-time remote role to just earn some additional income, let me know, because I've got an account for you. Believe that. Okay. So I am hiring. I'm proud to say I'm hiring. Anyone can send their resumes to reedlimitedent@gmail.com. You can find my email on any of our pages, Reed Limited ENT, Danielle S. Reed, on our website, but apply. I'm going to put the jobs up soon because there are going to be a few openings. I'm also going to be looking for a new executive assistant. So definitely let me know if you are interested in learning more about the entertainment industry. I'm based in Atlanta, but all of the positions will be remote.
Yep.
With opportunities to work for different events wherever they may be. So
Listen, you got it down pat. By the next time that we talk about, Reed Limited Entertainment, it's going to be even larger than this. So I just want to say congratulations to you. You all make sure that you look out for the article. It'll be posted on our Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. And for all of my DCOW people who are watching, I have a Facebook group of like 5,000 people. Make sure you go ahead and give Danielle a follow. You will not be disappointed. I will talk to you later, Danielle, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much. At Danielle S. Reed, y'all, REED.
Oh, listen, they're going to follow you.
Period. Okay. Thank you so much, Camera.